Just one more day now until football season starts at Albertson Stadium.
Broncos will take on the Troy Trojans. Anna Silver joins us live with ideas for those going to the game.
Good morning, Steve and Jillian. The Boise State Bronco football team will play their season opener at Albertson Stadium this weekend, and there are still tickets available. Boise State will face off against Troy at 1:45, and the game will be broadcast on ESPNU. Boise State football fans can take a free shuttle to and from Albertson Stadium. It's available for each home game of the 2017 season. The shuttle picks riders up every 15 minutes from various locations downtown for 2 hours prior to the game. Downtown Boise's public parking garages offer parking for $5 to shuttle riders. The shuttle drops fans off on the east side of Albertson Stadium, just off Broadway Avenue. Shuttle riders are picked up at the same location as the drop-off and returned downtown. It will run 1 hour after the game is over. The color scheme for the opening game against Troy is tricolor. Check out the map of the stadium. Depending on which section you're sitting in, you'll either wear blue, orange, or white. For the season opener, the traditional Bronco walk will add a new feature. 101 blue and orange roses will be dropped at the base of this statue of Lyle Smith. Live here at Boise State University, Anna Silver, 6 on your side.
All right, thanks, Anna. And good news for U of I and Idaho State. Both those teams won their games last night. They already started. They're early.
They're ready.
Yeah.
I know. We've been watching college football for a week now. No teams we really care about all that much, but hey, it's on, so we'll watch it, right?
I'm a Bengal.
Are you a Bengal? Well, congratulations to you and to the Vandals. And let's hope we can say congrats to the Broncos tomorrow as well. All right, if you are headed maybe to the hills to try to escape the heat this weekend, A, you won't really escape the heat. It's going to be very hot. And B, you'll be dealing with smoky conditions once again. This was a time lapse from yesterday over Payette Lake up in McCall. You could just kind of see the smoke filtering back in what used to be kind of a clear view up in the mountains. So we will have the haze here, kind of that filtered sunshine, as I like to call it. And that will last for some time to come until the fires burn out or until we get a nice storm system to mix things out. And that second thing is not happening for quite some time. So 58 right now in Caldwell, 59 and calm in Boise, which is great news for those balloons that are set to launch from Ann Morrison Park here in about an hour or so. Here's your day planner for today. Over the lunch hour, just beautiful upper 70s by noon today, but by mid-afternoon already 88 degrees. Our expected high, a toasty 92 with only very light winds out of the northwest. And this is our coolest day out of the extended period. So I'll take a look at your full Labor Day holiday weekend coming up.
You've inspired the nation by your resilience and by your courage. And we just came here to commend you and to encourage you.
The devastation in Texas continues as the remnants of Hurricane Harvey move north. More on the Vice President's visit to Rockport next.
And those denied entry to the U.S. after President Trump's first travel ban can now reapply for visas. Still ahead, the court settlement that's making that change.
You're waking up with 6 on your side with Steve Liebenthal, Jillian Gariz, and Rachel Garceau with the On Your Side forecast. Good morning, Idaho. You're waking up with 6 on Your Side News. Good morning, Idaho.
Good morning. It's 6:14 on your Friday. President Trump heads to Houston tomorrow after pledging $1 million of his own money to the storm relief effort. The vice president got a first-hand look at some of the devastation yesterday. ABC's Emily Rao has more on his visit.
Vice President Pence chipping in to help in a flood-ravaged neighborhood in Rockport, Texas. Hauling away branches and hugging hurricane victims outside a battered church.
You've inspired the nation by your resilience and by your courage. And we just came here to commend you and to encourage you.
That message, one many say President Trump should have offered himself when he visited Texas on Tuesday, instead focusing primarily on state and local officials and first responders. After praying with victims, ABC's John Carl asking Vice President Pence about the president's threat to shut down the government if he doesn't get funding for his border wall, a move that would almost certainly impact the recovery effort.
Is he going to put that threat to the side now and concentrate on rebuilding here?
President Trump's made it clear, very clear, that we're going to keep our promise to the American people. We've seen great progress.
Even if that means pushing to a shutdown?
Illegal immigration on our southern border and enforcing our laws. And the president's made it clear that we're going to stand firm. The priority right now for President Trump and for this administration is these families.
So the vice president not ruling out a shutdown there. President Trump will be back in Texas Saturday morning, this time meeting with hurricane victims and seeing some of the storm damage. Emily Rao, ABC News, Washington.
People who were denied entry to the U.S. after President Trump's first travel ban can now reapply for visas after a court settlement reached in the case that briefly blocked the ban earlier this year. 2 Iraqi nationals filed a lawsuit after they were detained at New York's JFK airport. Less than a day after President Trump signed the executive order, a federal judge ruled the ban was unconstitutional, preventing it from being implemented. The Supreme Court allowed some of Trump's second travel ban to go into effect. They'll hear arguments on that issue next month. A controversial sheriff from Wisconsin has resigned. The Milwaukee County Clerk says Sheriff David Clark turned in his resignation Thursday. A vocal proponent of gun rights, Clark rose to national attention last summer when he spoke at the National Republican Convention. Clark has been reviled by civil rights advocates and criticized for his management of the county jail. 6:16 now. Here's a live look at our tower cam on top of the Grove Hotel, courtesy of the Toyota Tower Cam Network. Rachel Garceau has a look at the holiday weekend forecast next.
Now, Rachel Garceau with the On Your Side forecast.
6:18. Happy Friday to you. We are just getting our very first glimpse of sunrise right now. We are still almost an hour away from sunrise. 7:08 is our sunrise time for this September 1st. But you can already see just how clear the skies are. We have a little airplane moving through our shot right there as well. We will have plenty of sunshine today and plenty of heat, but we are actually starting off a little cooler than we've been. 59 degrees is our current temperature. Nice calm winds. So if you were headed out to the Spirit of Boise Balloon Classic this morning and you run a little cold like I do, I would think maybe a light jacket will be in order. We may even get a little bit cooler than this before the morning is said and done. Overall, it is just a little bit cooler than we have been this week. 60 in Twin Falls, 38 up in Stanley, 45 in McCall. A couple of mornings ago, McCall had a morning that was in the low 60s. So things have cooled off a little bit because of that cooler air that moved in briefly from the northwest. And we will still have a light breeze out of the northwest today, but it will still be abnormally hot. So I hate to say it's a nice cool breeze. It's not going to change much as far as our heat goes. Look across the entire Pacific Northwest as high pressure is just really dominating the entire area. I'm struggling to find a cloud across the northwest. So for the Labor Day weekend, just expect heat. If you are headed west, maybe visiting friends or family for the holiday weekend, check this out. So Seattle is okay. It'll still be abnormally hot there, but there are heat warnings, watches, and advisories in place for much of the Oregon coast. In fact, for the Portland area, Eugene, Portland, Salem, down or up into Vancouver, I should say, nearly 3 million people under a heat advisory, and it gets even hotter down in Medford. We're talking triple digits in Medford today. 105 expected there. Look at Portland expecting to hit 91 this afternoon. That doesn't sound all that bad. Us Idahoans are thinking 91, no big deal, but their normal high temperature for Portland for the 1st of September is 79. So this is abnormal. The record for today is 98. They won't be there, but it will still be very hot. 81 in Seattle. Just beautiful. I have a kiddo heading to Seattle for the weekend for a soccer tournament. It'll be gorgeous there. I'm kind of jealous of their weather. Even hotter tomorrow, though, actually. 87 in Seattle tomorrow, 97 in Portland, 100 in Yakima, and look at Medford, 108 tomorrow. We're only 3 weeks away from fall, everyone. Hard to believe, right? We'll be up near 100 tomorrow as well. So the heat is on across the entire region. And in fact, today will be the coolest day for most spots across southwest Idaho out of the next 7, if you can believe it. 95 for Ontario today, 92 in Caldwell. We'll see 91 in Kuna with only very light winds, and hazy conditions will return and linger for some time to come. 90 for Idaho City today, 94 in Garden Valley. Beautifully clear in McCall, 87 degrees the high there, but patchy smoke will likely pop up here and there across those mountain areas through the Labor Day weekend. So for your next 3 to 4 days through the weekend, we'll see sunshine and heat. 100 degrees expected for Sunday and Monday. We are normally at about 85 degrees for early September. 6:21 now, and lots of good news this weekend for Star Wars fans. How you can find the Force today, coming up next.
galaxy far, far away.
I mean, we the scrolling yellow text.
We do.
Going,
It would look perfect over our Red Lion Tower Cam, part of our Toyota Dealers Tower Cam network. Welcome back. Yes, the producers of Star Wars, Disney, and Lucasfilm are rolling out a global augmented reality event called Find the Force today. It's to commemorate the worldwide launch of new products inspired by Star Wars The Last Jedi, the latest installment that opens later this year. So the pop-up AR treasure hunt aims to unite fans around the world in the battle against the dark side. It's a unique 3-day event at over 20,000 retail locations across 30 different countries. And all weekend, fans can activate a unique augmented reality experience featuring Star Wars characters. You just need to download the Star Wars app, go to one of those retail locations, and by scanning a graphic at the store, the character will pop up in the same room through augmented reality.
Sounds super fun, and that is not the only good news for Star Wars fans this weekend. A brand new Star Wars toy is out for the upcoming holiday season. Look at this drone. The remote-controlled flying devices are based on Star Wars battleships. And get this, they don't just fly. The units also play the John Williams score from the films.
Nice. But wait, there's more. There are 7,541 Lego pieces in the updated Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon. The super detailed Star Wars model includes interiors for placing 10 minifigures from young Hans to Leia to Rey and Finn. It's the single largest Lego set ever and the most expensive. It costs $800.
Ooh. I wonder how many
stores October 1st.
Christmas trees that will be under. Tell you
Not
what.
mine.
The new movie, though, comes out December 15th, just in time for Christmas, as per usual. It's always Christmas vacation fun, right, to go see the new Star Wars movie. All right, 6:26. Let's check in now with Carl B. He's in the On Your Side Traffic Center for us on this Friday morning. Hey there, Carl.
Hey, Rachel, this On Your Side traffic report is brought to you by Larry Miller Dodge. Right now, eastbound 94 up to speed from the Karcher-Midland interchange in Nampa all the way to the Flying Y in Boise. The connector does slow right before 13th downtown. Traffic is picking up on Eagle Road, Chinden Boulevard, and on State Street. I'm Carl B. in the On Your Side Traffic Center.
Thanks, Carl. 6:27 now. A Boise State professor believes the key to understanding the climate of Mars may be found right here on Earth. Coming up next, how he is flying into dust devils to research.
And Idahoans gather to celebrate the life of Governor Cecil. Some of the stories shared at his memorial next.
You're waking up with 6 on Your Side News. Good morning, Idaho.
Good morning. Happy Friday. Thanks for joining us on Good Morning Idaho. I'm Jillian Garrigues.
And I'm Steve Liebenthal. We'll get to your top stories in just a minute. First, a look at the day ahead and maybe a glimpse into the weekend with Rachel Garceau.
Well, the glimpse into the weekend is this. You see those clear skies? You know the heat we've been having the last couple of days? There's your glimpse.
Oh, boy.
Not much is changing, actually. So a beautiful start this morning. Sunrise will happen at about 7:08, but skies already getting light. Beautiful conditions again for the Spirit of Boise Balloon Classic this morning. 59 degrees, nice and calm, just how we want it for those balloons to lift off later this morning. So say hi to September today. One of our weather headlines. We're flipping the calendar on this Friday. It'll be hot and hazy this afternoon, but believe it or not, today will be the coolest day of the extended period with highs in the low 90s. I'll talk about that sizzling holiday weekend coming up.
Thanks, Rachel. Idahoans gathered yesterday at the memorial for Governor Andrus. Andrus, a Democrat, was elected 4 times and served a total of 14 years as governor.
He died last week at the age of 85, just 1 day shy of his 86th birthday. His lengthy career as governor and statesman may never be matched in the Gem State.
Governor Andrus was remembered as a champion of conservation and an advocate of education and a strong leader by friends and family.
Early on, Daddy would put the worm on the hook for us. But by the time we turned 6 or 7, we were taught to do that for ourselves. And by 10, we were taught to clean our catch right alongside and under the watchful eye of our patient and proud father.
I've often said the very best thing about a life in politics, and this may be particularly true of the West, are lifelong friendships. It wasn't a bad run. Thanks to all who made it something very special for me. No, Governor. It was a great run. And thank you for making it very special for all of us.
And the speakers yesterday all talked about how Cecil loved his family and Idaho. The overriding message about Cecil yesterday was how he was a true deal maker who knew how to compromise to get things done.
A Star family made it out of their home safely before it went up in flames early yesterday morning. As we first told you on Good Morning Idaho, fire investigators believe it was started by hot embers left in a fire pit on the deck the night before. The fire chief in Star says a passerby saw the house on fire just before 3:30 a.m. That driver called 911, then knocked on the door to wake the family up. When crews arrived, the back of the house was fully engulfed and flames were moving into the attic. The chief says the biggest challenge was not having a fire hydrant nearby.
We couldn't supply enough water when we first got here to knock it down, and once it got into the attic, we were unable to stop it. So we were in defensive fire conditions upon arrival.
That home was completely destroyed, but the homeowners do have insurance, which their agent told us will cover the fire.
This week, 25 years ago, the national spotlight was clearly focused on Ruby Ridge, a hilltop in North Idaho. Randy Weaver moved his family to Idaho in the 1980s. He bought about 20 acres of land near Bonners Ferry. In 1990, the federal government brought in a illegal weapons charge against him, a charge that Weaver refused to show up to court for. It was the start of a contentious and violent standoff.
You know what I hope people take away from this is that all these could have been prevented if Randy Weaver just would have showed up in court. Nobody wanted to go up there and kill anybody. We just needed to have him show up in court.
Coming up this Sunday night, we'll take a closer look at the siege at Ruby Ridge, what went wrong and what we've learned from it now. That story's coming Sunday night at 10 right here on 6 on Your Side.
With school back in session, there are more buses, bikes, pedestrians, and drivers on the road, especially in school zones. That's why the Idaho Transportation Department, police departments, and the Idaho AAA held a safety awareness event yesterday in Boise.
So parents can do so much as far as educating their children to not dart out between cars when they're loading and unloading, being mindful of vehicles that might be legally turning, and certainly that might be crossing into a path of a crosswalk or something like that. So there's a lot that parents can do, but certainly motorists have their responsibility as well. Really the highest responsibility, because they're the ones that can potentially do the most damage.
Studies show about a 30% increase in the number of kids ages 4 to 14 who have been involved in serious or fatal car accidents.
A Boise State professor believes the key to understanding the climate of Mars may be found right here on Earth, and he's flying into the eye of dust storms to research more. 6 on Your Side's Michael Severin explains.
In a desert in southeastern Oregon, physicists from Boise State take to the skies with a drone to collect data on dust devils, flying right into the swirling debris.
We don't really understand very well how dust devils function, how they lift dust, all of that.
Using cameras and sensors attached to the drone, they measured pressure and temperature while taking video. They hope to learn more about the structure of this natural phenomenon that occurs not only here on Earth, but on the